At the D3 Dementia Unit where I worked, one of the favourite workshop topics for the dementia residents there was how can relatives help you? So over time, these are some of the comments that the dementia residents put forward. Firstly, relatives can help us activate our thinking by bringing in knowledge and information of the outside world. It's so important, otherwise we're unable to have decent conversations and communicate if we don't know what's going on outside. We like to have a copy of the newspaper, we'd like a subscription of the newspaper, and we'd like to have magazines like Woman's Weekly and Woman's Day for those of us that have read it regularly. The other thing they said was, ask us searching questions, not just questions that require a yes/no answer, but how are you sleeping? How are you eating? Have you made friends? Who are your friends? Can you introduce them to me? Active questions where there's a participation, and not to disrupt or disparage. They are the two things that dementia residents don't like, because as they say, we think slowly, some of us speak slowly, and it's easy, for people to cut us off. And if we're cut off, we'll just shut down and shut off and then be unlikely to say something henceforth. So when people are communicating with us, if they can give us time to listen, absorb, take it in, formulate an answer, and then communicate. And of course, this may take time, but it needs to, be given, and everyone needs to be present in the present moment as dementia residents are. And so relatives need to be in the same mode, so to speak, and not to knock us down, because especially if they see that our mind's wandering a bit, which it does, of course, then just to bring us back on track. Focus always helps us bring us back on track and continue the conversation, but not to just cut us off, move on to the next thing, and then it's very disorientating. Dementia residents prefer the term mind wandering to dementia because that holds so much stigma. So in dementia units, dementia's never mentioned actually. It's just mind wandering or memory loss, or maybe you've forgotten something. And in that way, it's just normalized throughout, and everyone's accepting that people there have recent memory loss, definitely, but past memory, often intact. And this is also important. The dementia residents used to say, we have so much knowledge, so much experience. There's thousands of years of experience right here in this unit. So to tap into that and ask us questions about the past and discuss stories of the past shows respect and recognition for us. So they're very aware that they need to have their memories refreshed. They need to get their cognition going. They need to keep everything active mentally, intellectually, cognition-wise. Otherwise, it will just shut down and shut off very quickly. So they know they need to be motivated, and they need to read and think and engage and go to activities, but they're asking if their relatives can help with that and contribute to that, not to just sit down and have a cup of tea, but bring them in the newspaper, talk about the news, keep all the subscriptions going, come to the activities, come to the press readings, be involved in the activities, come along when they can, meet their friends, be part of the community, get to know the other regularly visiting relatives. Dementia residents really like that, when they can see that their relative is partaking in the community as part of their community. Relatives are part of the dementia community. They haven't got dementia, but they're part of that community, especially those that visit regularly, often come for meals, stay for a decent length of time. Many of the husbands from the actual retirement village where often the dementia resident was living before with them, often come for 3-4 hours a day, join in all the activities, watch the movies, have a cup of tea, join in happy hour, meet and greet everyone. There's always lots to do at a dementia unit, and it's good therapy, good fun, and good input. So I've written about these topics at length: Residents' Voice, Residents' Rise, both on Amazon companion books, good reads. Please get, if you love reading, or if you're relative has escalated up lots of issues, lots of solutions in there, positive and practical. Thank you for your viewing, and please subscribe.